Hi, Amy of Fashion Toppings here with my weekly vlog. I just videotaped a short little shopping haul. I just went shopping and now I'm just, like I said, doing my parking lot vlog, waiting for my son to get out of school. And this week I kept notes on what topics I wanted to talk about, things that came up during the week. And so it makes it a lot easier. First of all, the first thing on my list was house moving. Hopefully you all got a chance to see my little video series that I did documenting the moving of the farmhouse. And I will have some upcoming videos. They are scheduling next. They're scheduling the foundation to be put into place underneath that little farmhouse. And then they're gonna drop the farmhouse onto the new basement. It's gonna have a small garage for, workshop or whatever for my husband, and a crawl space and that type of stuff. But I will be videotaping each and every step of the renovation of that house, and then the building of the new house. So that was my little update on the house moving. Hopefully, y'all got a chance to watch that because I had so much fun during that entire experience. It was crazy. I was surprised there were several of you that have had that experience of moving a house before, or your spouse used to, do that for a living, or it was kind of cool to see that, we shared some things in common and the experiences. And it was fun to see how many of you were on the edge of your seat watching the house being moved just like I was. So thank you so much for all the wonderful comments. And like I said, I will be documenting everything on the remodeling of that little house and the building of the new house. And then one of the things on my list, as far as that little house, I like to join like garage sale sites, estate sale sites, and that type of stuff. And I'm gonna go ahead and insert pictures. I bought an entire kitchen, and I can't remember if I told you this yet or not, but I bought an entire kitchen off this online site. And some people were remodeling their house. They had solid oak, not particle board, not pressed board, not veneered, solid oak kitchen cabinets with an island, a huge island, and the island had granite on it, a desk with a pantry cabinet. And I bought all of it, this entire kitchen. All I had to do was come and disassemble it and haul it away. Bought it all for $1,500. I am so excited because it was solid oak, and so I'm gonna have it restained, or painted. I haven't decided yet. But we're gonna use all these cabinets. Now, some of them will probably go into the farmhouse because there's a lot of cabinets. Some will probably go into the farmhouse, but we're also thinking about using them in the basement of the new house when we're building it, building a basement kitchen, bar area type thing. And I got to save a lot of money. So, I'm trying to think how much I would save. That many cabinets, it's probably brand new. And now granted, it needs a lot of elbow grease. I mean, it's at least 10 years old, these cabinets. So they need a lot of elbow grease, but there's no dings, dents, cracks, nothing. It's just, they just need to be cleaned and need a little elbow grease. So we're gonna be refinishing them anyway. But for $1,500, these cabinets originally were probably $30,000 cabinets 10 years ago, maybe 20,000. I'm basing it on the prices of what we just did 2 years ago. So based on the pricing of 2 years ago for kitchen cabinets, this quality, would run between $20,000 and $30,000 for this kitchen. And I paid $1,500, and I had my contractor go over with his kids, and they disassembled it, and I rented a storage unit, and I'm storing it all. Yes, another storage unit. I have stuff now in 4 different locations. But, so I'm storing it until we're ready to do something with it. So I'm gonna share pictures with you on that. The next thing on my list that I want to talk about, I'm taking a bar class. I'm back in the gym. I took the summer off because my kids were home and we just didn't have time to get to the gym. And I get to the gym, I did go to the gym, but once a week is really not gonna impact anything, but at least I got there once a week. So I'm back to the gym now that my son's in school, or both the kids are in school. But so I'm taking what's called a bar class, and it's like ballet. Well, I'm sitting there thinking, I've had the whole summer off. I'm out of shape. I used to do the kickboxing, 2 days a week. I used to do TRX, and then I did the personal trainer. And I would, do that during the school year. Well, I haven't done anything for 3 months, anything major. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna wean myself or just slowly get used to getting back into the gym. And when I read all the new class descriptions, I'm like, bar class. Wow, that's like ballet, the stretching. And I need to stretch out. I can't touch my toes if I tried. I don't know, I can barely touch my knees. No, I'm kidding, I can touch my knees. But, so I'm taking this bar class. I show up. This bar class kicked my ass. It was not at all what I was thinking. I started laughing because I had a tank on, like this. I had a tank on and another tank over it, and they were both soaking wet. Soaking wet. I felt like I just got in a swimming pool. I had peeled my clothes off before I got in the shower at the gym. And it's from a bar class. Who would have thought? I'm sitting there thinking ballet, this is gonna be easy. I go in there and oh, the other funny thing is I like church, and I like my, some gospel music, and I do activities with our church and everything, but the class was all to gospel music. Now, I've never done an aerobics class to strictly the entire hour was gospel music, mighty to save and those type of songs. And it was really hard to get into it and do these plies and squats and dips and do all this stuff and lifting weights to gospel music. That was definitely a first for me. I've never had this instructor before, so I didn't know that's the kind of music she played, which is wonderful. I felt good when I left. I felt like I went to the, to mass and to aerobics at the same time. But it was interesting. Never done aerobics to gospel music, but so now my class that I take every Tuesday is the gospel music, and then every Thursday is also the bar. It's like Pilates. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it, is ballet Pilates. But my class on Thursday, she does pop music, so you feel like you're bouncing to the music a little bit more. But I just got a kick out of the fact that I did aerobics class to 1 hour of nothing but gospel music, and it was fun. I felt like I went to church by the time I left the gym. Okay, if any of you watch Days of Our Lives, I'm a soap junkie. I have watched Days of Our Lives since I was in high school, and I've been out of high school almost 30 years. I still watch it. I've watched Days of Our Lives faithfully since high school. And I'm so excited right now, and that's the only reason I put it on here. I'm curious as to how many of you actually still watch soap operas. But my kids laugh because they're like, it's horrible acting, Mom. And I'm like, how is this any different than reality TV? Really, just terrible acting on reality TV too. But my Days of Our Lives is an exception because I love that show. But I'm so excited right now. They are bringing back so many characters from, that were in the show 10 years ago and have left. Eddie's coming back, Bo's coming back, and they're having all these characters come back. Eve came back, and so if you don't know Days of Our Lives, then this probably won't make any sense to you, but I'll be quick. I'm just curious. Let me know down below. Do any of you still watch soap operas? And if you do, which soap opera do you watch, and how long have you been watching it? Because my husband acts like I am out of the norm, that nobody has, watched a show consistently every day for 30 years. Except for me, that's what he thinks. But I have. I even record Days of Our Lives on demand, Xfinity or whatever, and I watch that every day when I get home. Right away, I turn on Days of Our Lives and I fast forward through all the commercials, and I get through it. So I was excited to see all these old characters that were on it back when I was in college and in high school. Some of them are coming back, and to me, that's exciting. So I don't know. Let me know. Maybe it's just a me thing. The next thing I had on my list, Google Translator. Okay, I found the coolest app. So I'm at church on Thursday, and we have one lady, and I'm on the I call it the hostess committee, but it's actually the hospitality committee. And we got a new member that's a part of our group, and she doesn't speak any English because we also, our group services the Hispanic community that is with our church as well. And so it was nice to add someone who speaks Spanish so that she can talk to them when we're doing events too. So, but problem was we couldn't talk to her, to have her talk to them because she didn't speak any English. So I found the coolest app. You might have seen it on TV before, but it's called Google Translator, and it's free. And what I love about it, let me see if I can find the app. It's down here. Let's see, it's right where my finger is. It's white and blue, and it has a little G in it. And it says Translator down below. It's a white square with a blue G on it, and it says Translate down below. What is so cool about this app is we would have a conversation and we would record it. I opened it. We would record it, and it has a little microphone right here. So I'm gonna do it right now. This is one of the coolest apps ever on my phone.
Esta es una de las aplicaciones más fresca nunca en mi teléfono.
Did you catch that? Isn't that cool? Wait. One. Okay, it also has not just this speaker to talk into. This is what people couldn't believe. I'm trying to find something that's written on. Okay, I'm gonna do the Cherokee Rose app. Okay, so what this will do is you click on a camera. You click on a camera, and then you put, let's see, you put the camera on, and it changes it to Spanish. Look right at, can you see it? Switch to Spanish. Right above the 20%, it's switching it to Spanish. It looks at whatever you're, it's in English. It's in English. But it looks at whatever you're looking at. So you can walk up, and I used it at the church, and I was showing everybody. I put it on the men's bathroom sign. It had a men's, picture of the little figure of the man, and underneath it said men's. And I put this app up to it, and what it did, it switched the word men's to hombres, but it matched the font, it matched the color, it made it look like the real sign. So you wouldn't even notice that they switched it to Spanish if you weren't paying attention. And so this is the coolest app ever. So we would just sit in our meeting, and we would sit in our meeting and then hit record. And now it won't record the whole conversation. It does like 2 sentences at a time. So it would record us 2 sentences at a time, and then it would say it to her in Spanish. So she actually got to understand what we're saying. And if I had to tell her to go do something like, to grab the coffee and move the coffee to a different table or whatever, I would speak into here, I'd say it, and then I'd just point my phone at her, and it would speak to her, and she was so happy because she didn't feel left out. And we were happy because we didn't know how to speak to her because we didn't have enough Spanish. Google Translator. You download it on your phone, and I'm not sponsored by them, nothing. I'm just saying this because I found this app at church, and it was so much fun. Even my kids would go onto the computer, and then they'd flash this little app on there, and it switched whatever words were on the computer. It switched them to Spanish. It really helps with Spanish homework too. So that was one cool thing I wanted to show all you, is the Google Translator. So much fun. And the last thing on my list, I have picky nose while driving. Okay, I drive a lot. I'm on the road a lot, and it kills me how many times I'm in the car next to someone at a stoplight or behind someone, and they are just picking away at their nose. I keep on telling my kids, I'm like, this is a learning lesson for you kids. Now look over there. The gentleman next to us is really digging at his nose. He doesn't realize that he can be seen by us through his car window, obviously. He thinks he's invisible in his car. This is a lesson to you boys. I would tell my kids, don't pick your nose in the car because someone is watching you. I wanted to count, I wanted to, to count how many times in a week do I see, now, and I hate to say it, 9 times out of 10, it was a man doing it. But how many times did I see someone sitting at a stop sign in their car, oblivious to any cars around them, going to town on their nose, digging for gold? It just, I crack up laughing because I'll sit at a stoplight and I'll be looking over going, really? Do you think you're invisible? You probably, I don't know if you've experienced that or not, but that was one of the things on my list, because right away, when the last gentleman I saw, he was so aggressively attacking his nose that I just took my phone really quick at the stoplight and typed it in to my notes as a topic that I wanted to bring up, because it's kind of like, you know, maybe it's just me, you know, maybe I shouldn't be looking at all the cars around me when I'm at a stoplight, but I see so many people just going to town at their nose. It's just hilarious. So, well, all the things that I brought up, or I was thinking about, oh, I'm almost out of color. I am got to get in. Oh, Vanessa was asking me if I'm growing my hair out. Vanessa's one of the subscribers. And I know my hair is getting, look at that, really, really long. And look at my color is getting bad too. But I have just, you know, with the house moving and everything else, I couldn't set a hair appointment in advance to get in to get cut because of my schedule. So I'm definitely gonna get in next week, and I mean, get my pink put back in, get my roots touched up, and I don't know if does it look better longer? You know, that I have it longer on the one side and pulled behind my ear, or is it look better when I have it shaved? Not shaved, but the really close cut. I know this haircut's not for everybody, but it was something that I wanted to do, and it was just something fun. But I'm gonna be getting it colored. So Vanessa's growing her hair out because she wants to cut it. She's growing part of it out, so she wants to cut it because she wants to have her hair done like mine. And so I just got a message from her saying, are you growing your hair out? And I've never even thought about the fact of how long it looks on video. I just been too busy, so I will be getting in and getting it cut. So no, I'm not growing my hair back out, at least not yet. So like I said, oh, one topic I missed, the When shampoo. So many of you gave me great feedback about, that I need to give When another chance, and that you love the When products. And some of you even said, because I thought you can only get it on QVC, some of you said you got it at your local Sally's beauty supply. So I am gonna give When another try. I think the one sample just wasn't enough. It did make my scalp felt extremely clean. So I was surprised about that, with no lather, that my scalp felt that clean. So I'm gonna give it another chance. However, I need to use up the shampoo I have right now. The shampoo I have right now, I just bought 2 months ago, but it's the big jug, and those are 36 bucks for the shampoo and 36 for the conditioner. I gotta use those up first, or my husband is gonna get mad at me because I got a lot of stuff in the shower. But as soon as I get done using my current shampoo, I will go and buy some When. And thank you for all of you who, let me know about your experiences and what your personal thoughts were on the When product. Well, sorry if this video, I have to cut it short. I just got the 3 beep warning that my SIM card is full. So I am going to have to cut this short, even though it was kind of long anyway. But, well, this is Amy of Fashion Toppings. Until next time, you have a great day.